Okay, so the back seat has been removed. We have cleaned the trunk out and removed the spare tire. And I'm going to tell you right now, our fuel pump is right there. I'm actually going to crawl into the trunk and set in here. I'm wearing my good work clothes, which is kind of funny, but right there you can see a little access panel. Just going to fold these up to the side. I may need to get something, like a little brick or something to set on there to keep it open. So next I will show you how to remove that little access door. So let my camera focus here. This is our fuel pump access panel. Really nice. Oh my gosh. Whoever thought of this at General Motors, I'm going to give you a big sloppy kiss, because I've dropped tanks just to remove fuel pumps, and this one you don't have to do that. Another thing I'm going to show you, these are 10 millimeter bolts, so you can get your 10 millimeter socket out. I'm going to put a link where you can purchase this little ratchet. I love this thing. I bought this a while ago, and it fits your hand just right, and it's really nice and handy for small little things like this. So you just loosen all these little bolts here. And I'm going to give you another little tip while you're doing this job. I put all my bolts in that little tray there on the side of the door. It works fantastically well, and it's a handy place to store them. I know some of you may have some other little containers you get and put them in, but that works really well for me. So I'm going to finish this, and we'll pop this panel off, and I'll show you the pump. Okay, so I've got all the bolts off there. You may need to take a flathead screwdriver and pop this up. I'll show you why. Mine doesn't need it because I was in here yesterday. Just a little rubber seal here that tends to seat pretty well here. The next thing you're going to want to do, I had mine opened up yesterday. Unfortunately, this is a rework on my part because a O-ring seal in here did not stay put. It came loose. I actually bought an aftermarket pump. Seems to be working good so far. I'll put a link to this pump in there. It was $80 versus $230 something. The catch was, though, I had to splice in a different wiring harness. I hate doing that, but it was definitely worth saving $150 or so. These releases here, you have to get your fingers on there. I'm sure there's probably a tool for this, but I don't have it. Get your fingers on there and kind of wiggle those loose, and they pop off. This one you pinch, I think that's your vapor line. You pinch that and slide it off, and this one as well. And it is a bit of a bear because there's not a lot of room to work in here. These come off very simply. That comes off. This is your pump power and all that. This one is for emissions. I think it's a sensor that is in the tank itself. That's probably the one telling me that I have a bad seal. And I'm going to show you one more tool you'll need. It's a special ring removal tool. I'll grab that really quick here, and I'll show you in a second. So this is just another quick little overview of the top of the pump. You can remove the wiring harness. I kind of hook it over a screw like that to keep it out of the way. Be careful you don't fray the wires when you do that. Otherwise, get yourself a little piece of duct tape and just hold it down there. It'll save you a lot of trouble. You're going to want to vacuum this really, really good with a shop vac, and maybe even a toothbrush. Take a toothbrush and break that stuff loose. I'm going to do that here in a second. Reason is you don't want to get dirt in your pump or dirt in your tank because you'll just burn out the pump. I'm going to show you this this tool here. This saved my life, literally. So what this does is, you notice it has these two little teeth there. They fit into the ring clamp here. I think it's called a ring clamp. Go like that, and then you release it, and it closes this, or yeah, it compresses this clamp, which in turn allows you to release the pump itself. And this boy here was a few dollars, literally. I kid you not, I was trying to do it with Phillips screwdrivers, and it was a real pain in the butt. The first one I did that way. It was almost impossible. So before we do this, I'm going to leave the video here. I will clean up all around here, and then I will remove this pump. Before we do that, though, I'm going to show you how to relieve the pressure in your system.